Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Some action on the board. Paris Letdowns versus the Denver Surrender. Silver pre-made North on the table. Our second silver pre-made North matchup of the day. And Paris Letdowns started out with a full clean wipe as they're on the P1.
Right off the bat, and it's still going their way. Still going their way very convincingly. Samaj able to find that pick there, and a little slow on the trigger finger is Moose, but either way, trades are still gonna come through, and that's a lot of progress on P1.
Yeah, you love to see that on the very first P1, right? You start get that nice early time. But now Denver's starting to fight on back. You know, the P2 is going to be a problem, right? Paris Letdown's going to be the first ones there, going to get those early spawns. But your Denver Surrender, maybe you can try to chain something together. They send someone out towards the outside, does get taken down, but the number 7 player does sneak through temporarily before going down. You do get that weird split spawn from the number 2 player, but the rest of the team will be spawning close by. Denver Surrender now have things tied up, trying to push back in here. They're trying to hit that palm pool side. They've got a quick flank coming in from Quesito. And, hey, he's going to pick up a couple right there. One player does sneak through. They're going to get taken down here momentarily. You got to think. There we go.
Can we go back for a moment here? I've never seen a vault P1 hardpoint give that many points. There were 41 points total across the board, but
yeah,
I mean, we're already coming up to that total for Paris Letdowns here. Such a good control of P2 so far here. They just can't be dislodged from this one spot. Every angle imaginable just getting entirely shut down. But eventually, a couple picks come through onto the point, but Casito able to hold on over there. Meanwhile, Samaj kind of just going nuts elsewhere on the map. Does eventually get shut down, but he's 9-1 right now.
Yeah, that 9-0 start, got the cruise missile in the back pocket, not a single second of time. That's how you know he's a quality slayer. No, I'm just kidding, but we'll see him get some time later on. But Denver Surrender on this P3, that is not P2. A little bit out of desperation. They need some solid time, but I like this from Paris Letdowns. You've got time to play with. Let's get the P4 side of the map on lockdown before we get on P3. Some kills back and forth. Denver Surrender still maintaining slightly for that top side control. Going to go towards the side of Paris. They get 3 kills in their favor just like that. Boom. We're back in the hill. Already at a nice little 30-point lead, looking to extend it out.
It was a solid 20-second hold there for Denver, but still not enough to catch up to a full 60 gained from Paris on the last one. And now, oh man, these streaks are coming out big time for Paris right now. Casito currently on a 5. Gonna be interesting to see if he can follow up and maybe continue that one. Get a second cruise online for the Letdowns here. Nearly gets another one there, but just barely missing out on it. That SMG fall-off damage making you a little bit sad there, and does lose out on that streak at 5, but once again, early point control gonna be here for Denver Surrender. A couple points, maybe 1 point there for the Letdowns before control just flips right back to Denver.
I mean, Denver Surrender have a phenomenal P3, P4 roto, right? They had no backside control, they had no hill control, and they took it all in the matter of like 10 seconds and have maintained it since then, and are looking to have a phenomenal P4 right now. One player does make it around the back, though. That is going to be Maples, so you got to watch out for Maples. Does get taken down very quickly, though. Denver Surrender dealing with these problems as quickly as they pop up. But now, see the side of Paris Letdowns pushing in with force. 2 players from the middle of the map, 2 pushing towards the objective now. Denver Surrender answering with numbers, trying to put these players back in the ground. We're going to see the side of Paris Letdowns getting the kills they need. Only 15 seconds remaining, though, on this P4. You got to think you want to start moving back towards the middle of the map. They do just that, and Denver Surrender, they get themselves in the lead with what should have turned into like down 50, 60 points. They made a massive comeback on instead.
Oh, they did phenomenally on P3 and P4 there. And now going back to the beginning, P1 all over again. And so far, it's looking like the positioning just goes so heavily in favor of Paris. That's a full team wipe. Down everyone goes, and now more points going to be gained momentarily here, but nobody really standing on the point here. Another point gained for Denver, but man, it's just so hard to approach this point even when you get a lot of eliminations on the board. Eventually, this does look like it's going to get evened up, but Denver does have at least one more decent chance of contesting this.
Ooh, nice little flank coming in here from Denver Surrender. Picks up 1, looking for a little bit more. Not going to really get more. So, just going to open things up a little bit. And oh, look at this, though. A little bit of fighting back and forth. The side of Paris Letdowns. Moose is going to clean some up right there. He's on a 6 streak right now, looking for a bit more, looking to try to get towards that cruise missile. Hesitate as he gets ripped in the back spawn. But Denver Surrender set up for a really good P2 right now. They're going to get that close spawn. But Samaj is going to pick up that first player. Looking for a little bit more. Getting some damage off on the second, but not going to be able to pick it up. Paris Letdowns though. Maple's going to be in there. Picks up one, picks up two. Looking for a bit more. The back spawn's not going to push up quite yet. Number 6 player K6 playing it smart. But Paris Letdowns here in numbers.
I mean, Maples just hits beautiful shots to continue this contest right now. Does eventually get shut down, but gives a decent amount of points over towards Paris. And now they have a lead, and they're building on it as well. 108 for Denver, though. This is something they can absolutely come back from, especially since we saw them at such a crazy deficit earlier.
Yeah, we know they can do basically anything, but 20 seconds left on this time. You got to think Paris Letdowns going to start moving around the map. They want to get towards that P3, P4 side of the map, get P3 contested, get a massive P4 chunk. But Dio, he's not letting that one slide. He picks up 2 right there. His teammates going to hit that roto with him, and just like that, they're going to go for that backside control. The number 6 player K6 trying to stay alive, trying to get into that art side of the map. Gets the close spawns for the teammates. Not going to be able to watch over this number 7 player Huvan, who's in the hill. But just like that, Paris Letdown. Sending 2 players through the middle of the map, 1 around the outside. Moose trying to get towards those new spawns. The other 2 players through the middle of the map trying to be annoying. Get a quick little flank in on this point. 4 players here from Denver, 4 from Paris. Some kills back and forth. Paris coming out on top of the trades.
I think one of the big, most important factors we're seeing so far is the fact that Quesito is just barely dying at all. Only 8 deaths, the only player in the lobby to have died a single-digit number of times at this point. But looks like it will eventually be turned into 9 on this point here. Denver Surrender still only a little bit behind here. If they can just hold on for the rest of P3, then they're looking pretty solid to catch up. And they looked real good on that last P4 rotation. So more than capable of being able to bring this back.
You had a big mistake come through from Paris Letdowns that previous time, but this time around, they're not going to let that slide for free. 3 kills coming in right there. 1 is going to be a team kill, but that'll happen. Paris Letdowns get 3 in the end. 1 player above them they don't know about quite yet. The number 6 player, K6, is going to be spotted now. Picks up that first kill, though, is being annoying, just creating time for his teammates. 2 kills going their way, 1 going the other. But just like that, Denver shutting these players down slowly. The spawn's going to come out towards Palm side. Denver Surrender, maybe a chance to break this one open. K6 doesn't get the kill. Oh, no. So close, but Paris Letdowns, they clean up 3, make it all 4. Denver spawning close middle, but not going to be fast enough as the Paris Letdowns now setting up.
Ooh, good shots. Excellent shots here from Moose right now, just playing off of the statue. Knows exactly where Baiko is, but
Vaughn just sneaks in.
Can't contest that quite yet. Does eventually get the kill, and that's 3 more that roll through for the side of Paris. Everyone's got to respawn and just book it to this point right now, because these last few... No, there's no way. You can't contest this. You just got to go for P1 again. This is another very solid lead, though, now for Paris, heading into our 3rd rotation set.
Hey, we've seen both these teams capable of getting time on P1. Denver going to be the first one here. A lot of times where we see teams struggle with P1 is because the P2 side of the map is so important. Getting those early rotations, trying to lock down that top time over there. We'll see how this is going to go down now. Both these teams fighting over P1 and trying to get that P2 side map control. Denver Surrender doing a good job so far, touching that point when they can, just trying to get some kills, maintain control of the map. Paris Letdowns, though, a couple kills going their way. Just like that, things are going to flip pretty quickly.
Oh, my.
3 in favor of Paris. Denver Surrender need to try to fight back here. Trying to maintain that P2 side of the map, but 30 seconds on the line in mid right now. You got to go for it.
Yeah, you got to be running at this as quickly as possible, but losing Huvan and Dio, not a good start for you. Keep in mind, Samaj still has that 9 streak from earlier. If he really wants to close this out right here and right now, he can totally do it, but can't win on this hard point. Only 9 seconds left. But Paris is 1 rotations over to P2. They're so much closer. But they do lose out on a couple numbers, so there is still hope for the side of the Surrender.
Okay, Sito. Oh, I thought he had that. That's crazy work right there. But 25 more seconds and Paris Letdowns will take the map. Denver Surrender on the move. Some big kills coming in, but Moose and Maple's not going to lose their life for free. You see Moose on a 5 looking for a little bit more. Has the teammates hard charging over from the Palm side of the map. They get there just in time. 23 seconds, and this one's going to be done. Denver Surrender spawning in the back. Got to be careful. Samaj channeling out, but the mid-map push is going to come in shortly. The number 5 player is going to be a problem. Shooting some teammates a little bit here, but Denver Surrender trying to push on in. Some kills back and forth. Dio cleans up just a little bit there. 25 seconds on the line here, but 14 more for Paris and they can win. They might go for an early roto. They might hit this whole...
They just need to rotate. I think they just need to rotate. Yeah, there's no way you can break
They've done okay on the early P3s. They can get this here.
Yeah, it's more than doable for the side of Denver Surrender.
Problem is if they mess it up like they did the first time around, Denver's winning this game 100%.
Oh, absolutely. Down to the wire here. Both teams at 200 points, and Huvan going down is potentially massive. Baiko, a lot of this game relied on him staying alive in that position, but now the Paris Letdowns, they have a lot of space here on this point here. More players staying alive here. If Baiko can get another kill, then there's a solid chance that Denver have a way back into this, but do they even have a contest right now? They might just be able to get there, but with only a couple seconds remaining,
one player to beat.
One player to beat. Okay, Denver can't win on this hill. They can't win on this hill, but
Paris can though.
Paris absolutely can on this. Paris can absolutely win on this hill. It's just a matter of being able to stay alive long enough, and they might just do it. 249. 18 seconds left. They just have to stay on this for 1 second, and they almost do it just then.
I don't know how you're going to hold P3 and hit the rotor to P4. It's almost impossible here, but Paris Letdowns, they get the close spawns. You got to get there quick. K6 trying to get there as fast as possible. One going to be over towards the side there. 3 players pushing in. Two going to lose their life. Huvan gets in. Huvan goes down. The 1 second takes over by Baiko. He's on it. Picks up one. Goes for the second. Loses his mind. And Paris Letdowns with a 250 to 234.
I mean, actually down to the wire. That could have gone either way.
The spawns were way out, but like it would have been a hype if you. Oh man!
Goodness me, that round was simply phenomenal. Like both teams came out the gate swinging. Both of these teams. I would like to. What is happening?
Just a little bit. But
what is happening to Dio's hands? Like, what is the skin?
Oh yeah,
it's like wavy.
It's wavy. They've got the A push right off the bat here. We're going to see them get pretty aggressive, get this bomb down very early. The bomb doesn't quite go down, but K6 with the flood, big one coming in right there. It was actually Dio, but still, you know, it is what it is. Moose going to trade out, and just like that, 3v3 on the map, make it a 2v2 very quickly.
2v2. Big gunfight here from Moose. If he can manage to take somebody out, then it could be huge, but instead he just opts to back away for now. Looks fine. 1v2 now for Dio.
Mr. Glowhand sending it.
Oh my god, he sent that. He sent that. I respect the play. And frankly, if he wins that 1v1, he absolutely can win the whole round. But in that instance, Casito just more than able to just calm down and hit the shots.
You can see him?
I can see him.
Yeah. I think Casito was like, what the heck? Why is there a highlighter flying through the window?
I'm saying, dude. What is this?
I mean, shout out K-Sito. Had a very good map 1 and gets a very clutch kill right there. But Moose also got 2 in that early part there. But now the side of Paris Letdown is going to be on the offensive side of the map here. They'll take this bomb over towards that A site. You're going to see Moose push on through the middle of the map. Going to find one right away. That's going to be Dio. Nice little kill. Nice little trade out. K6 does get the trade there.
Real nice there. But the plant not able to go down there. A solid pick comes out from the side of Denver. And just like that, bomb still in the hand, but it's 1v2 for Bo. This seems like a familiar situation.
Yeah, I tell you what, K6 is flying. He had a great mid-map trade, gets that kill right there as well. Maples is going to get spotted out just like that, gets taken down, and Denver surrender with a pretty clean defensive round. And really on the back of a player like K6, who's really just everywhere for his team at all times. Wherever you need the guys there.
I mean, it was beautiful both times around there, for sure. Just
Huvan got the last kill as well. Nice. Well, it might not have been Huvan. That's glitched now because of still, that's how it is.
We love Call of Duty.
We do. But shout out K6 getting that early kill in the middle of the map. Just trades out Dio once Dio gets taken down over towards table and gets out basically taking no damage, right? Immediately gets himself back in the fight, takes out another player over towards that B site, just opens things up for his team. But now, Denver surrender. Off a nice little defensive round win on offense, taking this towards the B side. Samaj knocking another player directly behind us. Baiko picks up one just like that. Big first blood coming in. Denver surrender. Oh, you gotta be careful though. Move the window.
Brave push there coming out, and Moose is able to find 2 picks there, one of which with the ordnance in hand. And now it's down to a 2 versus 3. Just looking to be able to find something here, and that is a nasty angle to be holding while prone from Bo. And you're done. You're done. Goodbye. 1v3 now, and they know exactly where he is. The SMG's singing, but it gets cut short. Paris Letdowns taking another round here.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty tough. Shout out Baiko. Early on, kind of breaking things open, right? Gets a nice little offensive round win in favor of his team. Get that early kill over towards that B bomb site. And something we don't see a lot on this map is you see the B bomb site kind of work in favor of. Didn't necessarily do it by planting the bomb, but hey, some big ones coming through nonetheless. So I don't know why I said that because I mean it's Paris who won, but you know what I mean. I'm not. I don't know what I'm losing my mind for some reason. I don't know why.
This guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Exactly. But Denver surrendered now back on defense. Paris Letdowns taking this bomb over towards the A site once again. Last time around, they got it planted pretty quickly. This time around, being a little more careful. This time, though, they do have trophies deployed, so they're going to be a little bit more safe when it comes to the lethals and tags, because that was a problem before. But first blood coming through, that was going to be Huvan, does get traded out.
Yeah, I like the aggressive push there coming out from Denver, but does immediately get punished 1-for-1 trade now. And I get the feeling with how far Denver have sent up a scout, they got to get a feeling that this isn't going towards A anymore, right? Like 3 players all still looking very wide through spawn. And now at long last, they start to get the idea that maybe they're heading over towards the B site. And Moose just on this rotate, taking it slow, trying to take down any straggler on a late rotate towards the site, but eventually Plant does go down at B. All 3 of these players are kind of separate from one another right now, but Moose is able to rejoin with his teammates. Casito.
First kill does come through. Not going to be a 2v3. Denver on the retake down a man. Not going to be very fun. They are split as well, but this Baiko might have a chance. Never mind. He's going to get caught immediately by Moose, who's now on a 4 streak at 7-1. DO 1v3, not a lot of time to work. Takes 7.5 seconds to defuse. Does get taken down, and Paris Letdown win another one there. And just like that, looking pretty good here at 3-1.
Yeah, for the first time in this map, a team has strung together 2 consecutive round wins, and it's a great momentum setter for them. I mean, going forward, I mean, you're playing from a significant chunk up in terms of round score. So, and for surrender, now going on the attack here, it's going to be a very important round for them here. If they lose this one, it starts to snowball pretty significantly out of your control.
Yeah, things can get tough pretty quick. But you can see the side of Denver surrender. Bomb in hand, making their way toward the bomb site. We'll see if they get this bomb down early. Trophy's not deployed quite yet. You see Baiko trying to get this bomb down. Paris Letdowns, though, are responding. Nice little frag going to land right on that bomb planter. Bomb goes down. 1 kill coming through. That's going to be Dio with the first kill. It's actually Huvan once again, as it's very glitched. But first blood and second blood in their favor. Make it third as well. Paris Letdowns now going to be Samaj in a 1v4.
And they could just go. No, they can't. They can't just safely go for the defuse anymore. They know where he is, but how are they? You okay? Denver surrender. Gonna win that round. I don't know why you would run out of that door as fast as you did. You were okay.
Sending it. Sometimes you gotta send it. That's what we get.
You don't have to send it though. You
don't. Oh, look at him. Hey, he was flying around.
You literally don't have to send it in that it's okay. Whatever. Next round.
You got to admit it was fun.
It was very funny. But why did he do that?
By the way,
on the attack again.
Can I just say shout out Huvan? Only 2 kills on the map right now, but both are back-to-back round first bloods. So that's
true.
Hey, that's big. That's big.
Hey, impacts player.
Hey, yeah, for real. But Denver surrender. They're going to be on defense right now. They're going to get pieced out. First kill coming through is going to piece one up. Samaj with the first blood, just like that. Paris Letdowns are going to have him get traded out, though. Not going to be a 3v3, trying to make this bomb move around, but K6 is cooking.
Oh, no, it's a 1v2? Literally went from a 4v4 to a 1v2 in the blink of an eye. SMG at this range, not going to be particularly easy. Nice stun. But now, they're pushing so aggressively up through the A site. But, man, Bo is all the way on the B right now. And they have to know this, right? They have to know that.
Oh, I don't think they have any info at all, to be honest.
Oh, no.
They know nothing. They're just waiting for a plan. I like this. Play together. You trust each other as teammates right now. Maple's trying to figure something out as well. Got to go for a bomb plant, though.
Yeah, he's trying to check through that window at the top of the door just then.
This is a situation that Denver's going to have a little bit of an advantage. We know a lot more than Bo going around on the map. We've got that X-ray vision and the mini map, but Maple's probably going to make the way towards the B bomb site. Doesn't see anyone around. Bombs going down. This is going to be pretty nice, right? So Denver surrender going to have to play a little bit of a retake. So Byko and K6 up against Maples.
I mean, he had to make him.
That's time in favor. Trying to
Bo
catch him
to,
off guard, but it'll be on the opposite side of the map.
I mean, this is such a tough spot to find yourself in. You do find one. Maples.
Oh, this is massive.
And he knows where the other one is. He knows. He's still running that way. Maples! 1v2! Paris Letdowns take a 4th round. Not allowing them to equalize here. I mean, that's just absurd.
That's tough. That's crazy work. I mean, I didn't know if it was possible with how much time was just being ticked off. But gets it done. Gets the early information in the middle of the map there. Gets that first kill. And then gets just a shoulder peek. Sees the second player. Lays down. Waits for him. Sees him cross over. And just says, you know what? I got a sub. He's got an AR. Sent it at him. Got the kill. And just like that, Paris Letdowns up 4-2. Already up 1-0 in this series. If they can go up 2 other, absolutely. So Denver surrender here on offense. Trying to get the bomb down, but the team kill comes through. And just like that, Paris, I mean, they've got it going for them now. A kill does come out, though, in favor of Denver.
And they have eyes on the bomb here. Dio just tries to go for a plant, but can't do anything about Moose just being in the tunnels. He's in your walls. Eventually, though, Denver does slay out and take a 3rd round here, bringing it one step closer to even.
Winning that one after losing the initial gunfight to a team kill is insane and absolutely massive. Shout out to Denver Surrender. Getting very efficient with those trades there at the end. Things were looking a little bit sketchy. Some players clutched up, got their gunfights. But once again, Huvon, another first blood. That's 3 first bloods for Huvon. If that's even how you say the name. I've been on a bad spree for names lately. Very
that's
bad.
True. That's true. Today alone.
See me last week, bro. Last week was diabolical workout.
I mean, but today alone, you've mispronounced 2 names that we know of.
Oh, at a minimum. That's a minimum, brother.
Casita goes down pretty early in this round. It is a 4 versus 3 in favor of the Denver Surrender. They're looking for a pretty solid way to even up the round score here on Dealership. But we've seen Paris do insane things before, so would not entirely shock me if we end up seeing this go their way regardless. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I would imagine they'll be able to get this A plant. A lot of those lethal attacks have been burned, right? So they've got it. They still have a trophy on Samaj. Get that thing down. Maybe get in there. But I think they're trying to wait for some info on Moose. Pick. Yeah, we're going to see him rotate back. They're going for that B bomb site. Moose.
Yeah, Moose
that player pushes out mid, though. Maples gets taken down. Didn't have any help. Pushed out mid. A little bit sketch there. But now it's going to be Samaj and Moose up against the entire world. And these players from Denver, I think they got, the gunshots coming in just like that. Denver's going to know what's going down. Yeah, they peek the window, and just like that, it's chalked. You get K6 on you, you're going to have a problem. At the side of Paris Letdowns, trying to fight it back. Moose 1v4, gets taken down. Was a 1v3, did get a kill. But Denver Surrender, they tie it up 4-4.
And I think it's a very well-played round from Denver Surrender. But I think you have to look back a little bit towards that 1v2 clutch that Maple may manage to pull out, because if that doesn't happen, then right now Denver's on map point.
The 5-3. Ooh.
Yeah. So
that's what it would be.
It's a matter of like these individual rounds going one way or another, because I mean 1v2 clutches are not an easy thing to pull off. Obviously not the most difficult kind, but still very, very difficult to do. And because that happened earlier, we are in a situation now where this is a very tight race and a very fast-paced one as well, as the bomb gets planted very quickly.
Yeah, that bomb's down. We're going to see Paris Letdowns trying to get a retake on defense. 1-for-1 on the map right there. Maples with the first blood does get countered out just like that, though. The push is in. 2 players left for Denver. Make it one. Picks up the second just like that. And that's a beautiful retake from the Paris Letdowns. They get that bomb defused. They go up 5-4 in this one.
Yeah, Samaj on the flank angle there was perfect. Just in the right spot at the right time. Finds every necessary elimination. And just like that, we're going into round 10 and the Paris Letdowns are on map point.
I mean, the side of Paris has just been struggling with first bloods. They finally get one there. And I tell you what, it helps out a lot. I mean, it's immediately traded, but hey, it's still great. I mean, they've lost They have like 7 first bloods in favor of Denver right now. It's like it's pretty crazy advantage in their favor there. But Maples gets the first blood on that one, kind of breaks things open a little bit, just kind of messes up Denver's setup pretty early. But now Denver Surrender on defense, Paris Letdowns on offense, hard charging their way over towards the 8 point. We'll see if they get a quick plant in here, like we saw the side of Denver Surrender. The trophies are down, so they're somewhat protected. In Denver, getting ready for a retake. They've got 1 player at garage, 2 players trying to play towards that middle of the map, and 1 going to be far side. Didn't see his toes.
Oh no, and he pays the price for not seeing it immediately. The pick comes through, and just like that, it's going to be a 3 versus 4. Defenders have the advantage. 3 versus 3, excuse me. Defenders still with a slight advantage here because I think Moose with a shutdown for the ages. Now down to a 2 versus 2. Retake.
Very split here, though.
It's very split, but there is a pinch here, so a lot of pressure. Casito goes down.
I think Moose is in a position to maybe make something happen.
Oh,
I take it back.
But he gives away his position. What is he doing?
Oh, he's on a route right now. They have no idea where he's at. Moose has a chance to get both these players right here. He gets the player on the bomb. He's going to get out with his life. Remember, 7.5 second defuse timer right here. So now K6, who's been an insanely talented player in this series, has to hunt this player down. It takes 7.5 seconds.
Gotta be fast.
Moose checking this bomb, though. K6 not going to have the time here.
He's nowhere near.
Yeah, no time. That's tough.
And the Paris Letdowns allow another 1vx situation to spiral out of control. Excuse me, Denver Surrender allow that to spiral out of control. And Paris will take it in 6-4 fashion. No round 11, not today. It is now 2-0 in favor of Paris.
I mean, that's gone and done with. We've got a little Hacienda control on the board for us now. The set of Denver Surrender attacking right off the bat. 2 players towards A, 2 players towards B. Paris Letdowns on defense, trying to defend it out here. They get the blood, looking for a bit more.
Is that the fastest we've ever gotten into a consecutive map in the history of the call?
Some teams in this game are pretty good. I'll be honest. Some teams are pretty good, but for the most part, yeah, that's like insane lightning fast between maps for sure. That's some Halo map speed right there. I think they just kept same hosts. Everyone must have liked it, but Denver Surrender, 2 ticks on this B side already. Stack the point word to Jim's. 3 players are on. This one's already gone. B is gone, extra minute of time. You've got a 3 life advantage. Making your way A already is K6. And I tell you what, Paris Letdowns, be careful. You might get blown out if you're not okay, if you're not careful here.
I mean, they're getting kind of annihilated right now. The life difference might not seem like much, but 3 just shows the signs of gunfights going in every which way.
Where they're at.
Yeah, where's the point? Where are we going, guys?
Well, no, I'm saying like Paris doesn't know where they're at. They're free roaming.
The free roam. They're playing a different game right now.
Well, like Paris right now, they need map control. They just can't get it because like 2 players are completely unaccounted for. Now one of them is stacking up over towards the A point. Stack the point word to Jim's once again. You already got 2 ticks on the board. 3rd tick's well on the way. Paris Letdowns, they have no choice. They just got to dive in now, but they pick up 2 kills there. Maples with 2, make it a 3rd. Looking for the 4th player once again, though, is lost. Biko is lost on the map at 4-0 right now. No one knows where he's at. And Paris Letdowns, they have to hunt that player down before they can push these spawns, before they can get like some decent map control. But already 5 ticks on the board for Denver. This offense could not start any better for them.
Oh, definitely not. But I mean, if anything shifts the tide of this, it's Bo getting that 3K to get back onto the point. Unfortunately, it seems like a lot of the teammates are going down right now for the side of Paris Letdowns. Denver, once again, walking onto the point. Couple players stacked onto the point, and they still aren't able to take it.
Moose
5 ticks. It's still very possible for Paris to be able to win this out despite being down lives. So
now we've got some map control, though. We've got some guys topside, so one's taking off some time, one's pushed up towards the spawns, Bo's watching over towards the field side. We've got something going now. Like if you're Letdowns, this is a solid shot here. You're bringing the lives back, you're bringing the time down. Biko's pick, though, I tell you what, picks up 2 more, 7-1. This guy's a monster. And he's lost again, right? They don't know where he's at again.
Where is he? He's gone. Into the ether. Moose on a 6 right now, by the way. Never mind, he gets shut down. But
I had to mention it. That's tough.
Still players looking to be contesting here, and this top control has just been immensely valuable.
44 follows up. I mean, they've got players just constantly pushing through, getting towards the spawns, forcing Paris off of timing. But just, I mean, K6 trying to clutch this up, picks up 1 on point, looking for some help, gets that help. Dio gets on there, but Bo once again with a clutch. This time it's a nade, but Baiko on the point gets taken down. It's do or die in Denver. They clutch it up in the end.
I mean, end of the day, you'd rather lose a round to like getting outslayed than the ticks, because the slaying is only the second priority if it goes to map 5 and determines which is the defense. But I mean, they're not even able to go in and get all of their lives out of the way. All 6 ticks go through for the side of Denver. What a stellar attack to start us off.
I mean, the B point really just kind of sealed the deal for us, right? The initial getting on that B point, stacking up with 3 players right off the bat, getting an early A stack as well with 2-3 players, getting 2 ticks down right away. I mean, you're Paris. There's a minute and 10 seconds on the clock left, and you've got 5 ticks already captured against you. It's not looking good. They put up a heck of a fight for a long time, but now they have to have an insane offense to counter what just happened to them. At least get 3-4 ticks here to be able to have something going for the future. But some first bloods going the way of Denver. So you're going to see Samaj does sneak through, picks up the only kill for his team as his 3 teammates will go down and get sent to respawn. But it's going to allow them to break out a spawn here, right? They had to hunt that player down. I say that as they get munched up over towards Arch. They pick up the 1 player on them, pick up the second, maybe a chance to play on B here as the other 2 players push towards A. Here we go. The breakout's here.
Player is contesting here onto the B side, and no one is going to be able to contest that for now until eventually a couple players walk on, and yeah, they're not going to be able to hold on to that one for very long. But there is pressure on A site still. Eventually, 1 tick does go through, but don't think that'll last very long. Eventually, players will fall right back to the clock ticking down.
Allows them to once again kind of slowly get out of spawn here, gives them a little bit of a time delay, forces Denver a little bit off pace. But Paris Letdowns, we'll see if they can break back out of spawn here. A push getting split up a little bit. That number 2 player, Baiko, is going to be over. Fox is walking back now. Some bad timing from Samaj as he gets taken down.
Whoa!
Some big kills going the way of Denver. And oh my gosh, for the set of Paris Letdowns, things are going to be really sketchy here. Spawn kills are about to be galore.
How did Dio win that fight? Like, there was no universe.
He's a dog. It really is.
No universe in which you should win a 1v2 where they both have full LOS on you. But, like, all right, we take those. 17 seconds left now. Pressure onto the B side. It's just 1 player right now looking over this site, but a couple more players are going to be pinching in from behind, and just like that, once again, your pressure is gone. Casito going to be stepping onto the point here, but quickly stepping away. Holding a very aggressive spot here, but you still lose your point player, so you've got to run on over. And just like that, you've lost your life. Sub 10 seconds. Nobody is really going to be able to contest for very much longer. If they do, they will die quickly. Bo Maples falls, and you got to make a mad dash to B, but you don't have time. Nobody can get there, and just like that, once again, the Denver Surrender are going to take this round.
Looking good here. Paris Letdowns. Only 1 tick on that offense. They got that first one on A pretty early on. Denver Surrender, though, they got all 6 in their first offense, up 2-0 right now, looking to try to finish this one out. Had a rough map 1, had a rough map 2, but now, I mean, they are fighting for a Skyline hardpoint to the highest level right now. These guys are absolutely cooking. K6 is 15-7, Baiko 12-7, and I tell you what, Paris Letdowns has no answer for the multi-level ability that Denver Surrender is giving us right now. I mean, every time someone sneaks through, they've got someone shooting at them from above, below, from the side, you name it. Denver's literally everywhere. I
mean, and the
scoreboard is going to be monstrous. Oh no!
Scoreboard says it's K6. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but 15-7 is an absolutely diabolical scoreline to have at this point.
And we saw K6 doing that though in the S&D and in the hardpoint, right? It was kind of everywhere for the team, but some big kills come in from Paris that wipes the board. Huge. And they get a spawn kill going right off the bat because all these players spawn towards that field side. So immediately they're going to be in a little bit of a choke point. So if Paris can get a couple kills here, that'd be massive. Huvan, though, a very clutch player, is going to sneak on through. Picks up 1, looking for a bit more on the point. Gets some good damage, gets the second kill, and just like that, the guy's an absolute monster. That's why. But 3 kills the way of Denver. 1 player left up. That's going to be Moose trying to fight for his life right now, waiting for some team help. The team help is coming in. The B point and A being captured at the same time.
Yep, there's pressure on A in this really, really weird spot. But another tick of progress happens at B. Another one over at A. Nobody is coming to stop this progress at A right now. Almost.
This is crazy. Someone's got to stop this time.
He's solo capping.
He just, he didn't get it. He didn't get the second tip. You got to take that time off quickly. You need to push through, but you got to get that time off. The number 4 player, Dio, is about to... Okay, he gets taken down. Someone's going to take that time off eventually. It's going to be difficult to do, but Huvan sneaks in, gets the second tick secured, and just like that, I mean, 2 ticks on B, 2 ticks on A. Denver Surrender are looking great. Huvon might just cap this because these players from Paris kept on pushing through. But now the push comes back. Denver Surrender, they've got players in the back line. B is about to be gone as well because K6 solo capping that. But Maples pushes on back, cleans that up. The A point's still going to be a problem. That gets cleaned up as well. 3 kills going their way. The number 3 player on does sneak through. Maples sees this player, being very careful here, does pick that up.
Maples.
Couple players off the respawn. Got to be careful.
I mean, at this point in the game, it has to be like the single greatest control performance of all time in Call of Duty history if Paris Letdowns want to sweep this series 3-0. I mean, it's looking bad right now. They have
we've seen crazy ones. This is Hacienda of all time. Hey,
I mean,
sneak through. That's going to be tough. Paris Letdowns let a player kind of get through the line. It's difficult. It's hard to keep track of everyone. The number 3 player and picks up a kill as well. Huvon always close, making big plays for the team. Picks up 2 somehow out of the deal, and just like that, not looking good. Denver Surrender, not a lot of lives here. They've got 6 lives. Paris Letdowns cutting them down a little bit. This B point isn't going to get captured quite yet. Moose has to clutch up, isn't going to be able to do that. B point's captured, A point going to get stacked up quick. 2 players on, A point already starting to go. The side of Paris Letdowns need some big kills. You got to look at A! You got to look at A! What is going on?
No! They had 5 lives!
Look at the
there were 5 left! They had 5 lives left! You just needed to win 1 fight! If you're Paris!
Not a single player was accounted for. The A point was going fast as hell, and not a single player looked at.
Oh no!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Paris Letdowns and the Denver Surrender back in this one. Paris Letdowns up 2-1 in this series. Denver Surrender just had an insanely dominant control on Hacienda, now trying to follow it up with a good Skyline hard point. But the side of Paris Letdowns did have to get a sub filled in here. Quesedo had to step out by the looks of it. Sinatra going to be stepping in. And just like that, Paris Letdowns off to a fantastic start. 25 points and climbing already on this P1. They've got the P2 roto. But got to watch out, though. These Denver Surrender players are slippery. Can sneak through the lines pretty easily. So the side of P2, this P2 side of the map is going to be getting moving pretty quick. This Paris Letdowns are going to be here nice and early, but Denver Surrender started to push on through, getting some kills in their favor. They get some P1 time of their own, but Maple, someone you always got to worry about, picks up 3 and just like that breaks it right back open for his team. They're going to be pushing through that piano side while he gets on in here. Gets some decent damage there before going down, but Denver Surrender now set up on P2. Already getting some decent time on it just like that, all the way back in this one. Pretty much even with the side of Paris Letdowns, getting some nice kills as well. Paris, though, have the spawns, going to flood that hill, get on that time, and just like that, bada boom, bada bang. The Paris Letdowns are cooking once again. Have a good P1, looking to have a decent P2. I mean, Dio fighting for his life in this pool right now. Does get that kill onto Moose. And just like that, 25 seconds remaining on the P2. Denver Surrender pushing on in. Some kills back and forth around this time. Paris Letdowns have the P2 side of the map control. I say that as the spawns come in for Denver. And 1 player on the hill, that's Maples, picks up 2 before going down. Just being super annoying at all times. It is crazy what Maples is capable of, starting out this one 9-5. Only 6 seconds of hill time, though, which, yeah, hey, come on, let's get on that hill, you know what I'm saying? But big one starting out here.
I have returned. I did not anticipate them to start so soon. That is my fault. But either way. No worries, no worries. But looks kind of like the Letdowns are starting off pretty solid here. Lead for them initially, and they've got control of this hill as well. So decent start for them, but retake could come through at any given moment here. But Bo is looking to not let that happen. Eventually does get shut down, but these contests are not leading to anything concrete. The Paris Letdowns just continue to stay firmly cemented on this point.
Moose starting on 12-5 is wild, but Maple's also 12-9. A lot of 2 and 3 pieces popping off from that player there. But Denver Surrender down by 30. Have that P4 side of the map on lockdown right now. They've got those spawns, getting the last little bit of P3. But Paris Letdowns trying to push in from the front of P4 right now as we speak. Number 6 player up top, Samaj, going to pick up 2. And he's going to keep on moving through those back spawns. Paris Letdowns here in force. They've got the players they need to pick up 2-3 kills there. Denver Surrender going to get a couple in return. But Paris Letdowns on time and have the spawns. Trophies down now as well, so you're defended from the nades and stuns. But a big flood coming in from Denver Surrender. 2 from the front, 2 from the back. Gotta watch out for that back push. That's going to be the big one. But the front push wins it instead as Denver Surrender on the time with the...
Yeah, a whole lot of points rolling through right now. And if all of the remaining points on this hard point go to Denver, then it's going to be very, very even. But I don't know, Paris still more than capable of bringing this one back, retaking it, just making it real good going forward here. So
we see this one pretty much all the way back. I mean, that's what Denver's really good at, right? Just kind of making things stay close here. But only 10 seconds left on this P4. Is P1 going to pop up soon? We're going to see which team decides to fight for this one the most. Maples gets that first kill, gets on that time. I was judging about not being on the time. Immediately started getting on the time. Probably listening to the cast or something. I'm kidding.
Huge.
Paris Letdowns here have a lot of time to work with on P1. They got almost 30 seconds the first time around. See if they can do it again here. Is Denver are going to start getting on that time as well.
Well, they're on the time, but they aren't able to stay on it for very long. The contests come through, and just like that, it is back and forth. This is scrappy as all hell, but eventually it looks like Paris is going to be the team that gets a significant chunk of the time here. Baiko barely able to escape the wrath of Samaj, but eventually isn't able to do that. Sinatra over here on the point, just able to scrape out a couple more points. But a solid total right now for Paris. 102, able to break that triple-digit threshold, as it looks like both teams will be able to do, possibly on this point.
And we'll see Denver Surrender cooking it up right now, just trying to stay alive in this point. So hard to do in P1, but you got to be careful. You don't want to lose P2 in the process. They both got to move on. Clutching it up as per usual. And just like that, Denver Surrender. They've got the P2 rotos. They're on this time. Paris Letdowns had to try to break through last time around. They had initial control, and breaking back was very difficult for them. They did end up doing it with only a few seconds left, but we'll see if they can do it earlier on this time around. Initial push comes in, 3 come up the elevator. They get the initial they need to get things going back and forth. 3 for 2. Denver Surrender coming out on top. Never mind, 3 for 3. Paris going to have one left alive. Takes down K6.
Bo is just too good, man. Every single time you need this guy to come up clutch, he manages to do it for the side of Paris. Not able to get every single elimination, though, as they do fall eventually on their way all the way back to the point right now. But trades are still going back and forth. Eventually, a retake comes through, and Denver Surrender are not going to let this point snowball too hard in favor of Paris. It's still very close, within 20 points for sure by the end of this, but wow.
Looks like I froze or
throw right now.
Oh, we're back. We're back.
We're back.
We're good. Denver Surrender though. Still trying to cook this one up. Paris Letdown's going to be on this P3 last time around. They're the first one here as well. But Denver Surrender, they hit a quick little route to get themselves behind them. Just like that, Paris Letdown's fighting from that back foot a little bit once again. And just a 20-second difference here. The P4 could be pretty massive for the side of Paris, but they need to start contesting this P3. It's a very easy one to just get a ton of time on very quickly if one of the teams gets a little passive with it. But Denver Surrender doing a great job here, staying on that time, getting some, but just like that, some kills back and forth. Denver Surrender come out on top of those trades on that time, starting to kind of pull away with things.
Oh, once again, finding an opening pick onto this, but this could be a full 60 for the side of Denver if they're not careful, Paris, that is. But eventually, break comes through. Moose with a couple nice picks with this SMG in hand. Gets a little bit of scrap time near the end. And Paris is set up, importantly, in that bedroom already. They've also got a player on that super long sightline out on the porch. Does get shut down, but they are going to start building up their point total on this here. And Bo is just crazy at this video game!
Gosh, Timothy, man. He's on a 5 right now, looking to extend that out. Of course, that means he's going to die now. But I had to call it out, call it how he sees it. Man? But hey, that's tough. That's tough. Oop, gets to a 6 though. Never mind. Guy might be cooking. Curse does not apply to this man.
Never mind.
In front of him does finally go down. But Paris Letdowns have this one within 20 seconds. Denver Surrender on that time, trying to pull back this push. Number 6 player Samaj, just trying to stay alive, be annoying. Does get taken down finally. Now Paris, a little bit of a split. I mean, time-wise, not necessarily on the map, but Bo pushes in, picks up 1, gets the 2nd somehow? Okay.
What is this?
The 3rd with the pistol.
What?
What?
This man's crazy. Bo Maples.
He's
just able to.
How did he get that kill? How did he was
able to secure so much of this. Simply insane.
I mean, it wasn't a lot of time left on that, but it was still impressive. I mean, the guy's cooking right now. Big kills coming the way of Paris Letdowns. They open this map up completely. They force Denver Surrender all the way into those back P2 spawns. Maybe some decent time on P coming through. The flood is in as well. They push over towards that side of the map. 2 from Piano, 1 up above. One player only going to live for Denver Surrender. That is going to be K6, who's not who you want to live at all. They get back on that
definitely
P1.
not.
This one's within 10 seconds at the moment. Denver Surrender off of respawn trying to fight this one back. They know the P2 is going to be up soon. 30 seconds left on this P1. Plenty of time to work with here. Moose wants to get on that, wants to play for that. The teammates are going to be there soon to support.
Looking for something. Anything they can find on the bottom here. Bo Maples finally getting shut down along the outside edge of this fight, but eventually player falls off the map.
Like
you hate to see it.
Later. Just like
you
Jim.
hate to see it. But eventually, I mean, this is down to the wire, man. Both teams basically at 200 points here. Technically, could end here if Paris are able to hold on to this for the entire duration of the point, but doesn't look like that's going to happen here as K6 gets in, able to shut that down pretty quickly. And another one here. Moose, though, with a couple picks as well.
They get 3 there. That's big, but Baiko is going to sneak around the back. This is massive. Has no idea where this player's at. Was absolutely lost. Picks up 1. You got to get the kill. Okay. Picks up 1.
God,
there we go. But the teammates are going to be there. They pick up a couple as well. And just like that, Paris Letdowns, they hit some decent time off of this, right? They're at 223. Denver Surrender can get themselves just at basically the exact same score line if they get the rest of this. Paris, though, going to hit this out one more time with 2 players. This could be massive time if they could get it. They're not getting a penny of it. K6, who's 31 and 22, shuts them both down without any help. But the rotation of P3 will be in here momentarily. Paris Letdowns have not done well on these P3. They're going to be here first in force, but they need to have a good P3 this time around to stay in this game.
They haven't done well historically, but at very least, we know that this is one of those points that if you can manage to hold it, it will stay held. It is very difficult to break onto this one, but several players fall immediately. And just like that, Denver Surrender, they've just walked on. They've said, thank you very much. This is our point.
Now.
20 more seconds for Paris, and they've got it. That's a team kill with a nade. Seems okay, though. There's only 1 player on this point, but 15. It's not the player you want if it's Paris. 10 seconds.
Denver Surrender need 10 more seconds. This one's going to be over. Make it 8. This is getting close. 2 for 2 on the map. The players try to sneak on in. They don't do that. Moose, though, gets taken down. 3 more seconds. No one's really close. Maples, last one with an opportunity. Gets on, gets the kill, gets taken out. 250 to 230. Denver Surrender send us to a map 5.
Utterly insane that we are looking at a potential reverse sweep right now. Utterly insane. After how good the Paris Letdowns were playing on those first 2 maps, it is absolutely absurd that we have seen any of what we have just seen on the last 2 maps. But I mean, this clip from Moose.
How is he? I mean,
he's just too nice.
First map, right? On that one, but we'll see if you can pick it up here in the S&D as we kick things off with Denver on offense.
Ooh, early aggression. Blood is drawn by Bo. 1-for-1 trade, though, here in the card shop, and eventually Moose also falls. But, I mean, it's 3v2 for the attackers already. The bomb is being planted, does get shut down, but doesn't check every angle. And now Sinatra, the super sub, in a 1 versus 2, gives up his location pretty early on, does get shut down, and just like that, Denver Surrender gets the first round.
I mean, that's tough, right? I mean, things start out kind of interesting, right? Because you see the side of Paris Letdowns, they get that first blood, right? With Maples, things look very interesting pretty quickly. But the side of Denver does what they do best these last couple of games, and they kind of shut it down very quick, very aggressive. They were already very aggressive through the map, but that secondary push kind of finally hit, right? They came through that that side hallway. They picked up their trades and immediately got themselves on that bomb site, trying to get it down. You lose a player, but you immediately trade them out once again, right? Very efficient with the trades as of late. They had a rough time with it in map 1 and map 2, but now they are definitely the superior team when it comes to the trades on the map coming out in favor of them. But now Paris Letdowns on the offensive side, down 0-1, going to push this one over towards that B bomb site. They get the first blood. They look for more. Some kills go the way of Denver Surrenders. They pick up 2, but Sinatra is going to trade 1 out. Now a 2v2 on the map. That bomb is down, but Maples and Sinatra make it Sinatra on another 1v2. Picks up the first one. Now going to be a 1v1. Is going to get pushed immediately. Probably a solid play. You know where he's at, and he's very weak.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, he does a really good job of playing from the dumpster there. Unfortunately, just having those comms, knowing exactly where he's going to be, knowing that he's low, Sinatra just doesn't really have a chance in that fight, unfortunately. So, I mean, good on him for getting the picks that he was able to get, but Denver Surrender don't care in that instance. They're just going to take the second round.
We're gonna see this third round popping off with Denver Surrender back on offense, but we saw that last round kind of got flipped upside down by K6 of all people. Once again, obviously, if anyone's going to do it, that's who it's going to be. But Paris Letdowns on defense getting aggressive through the CD store pretty quickly. That side hallway is going to get up pretty quick by Denver Surrender, though. Looks like they're deciding where they want to go. Nice little back play there. As on the First Blood King, who actually was Baiko, but still on a 3-spree here.
I can't believe he won that fight. I really thought so. I agree. I thought Samaj had that every day of the week, but
he probably thought he did too. He's like, free. Never mind. Take it back.
K6 goes down here.
Cleaning up the backside of the map here. They forget he's there.
God.
They forget he's there, and just like that, Maples is in a 1v4 now. Denver Surrender looking very clean with it. Getting a little bit of help, but just like that, Denver Surrender up 3-0. Man, that's crazy. K6 gets that kill in the back of the map, and then he's just completely forgotten about within 2 seconds.
I mean, that is just tragic.
Yeah. What are you going to do, though, right? It would have been a difficult retake as 2v3 regardless, right? Denver was set up pretty well. They had some players ready to take those trades, no problem. Only one player was roaming, and that was K6, so even if he did get picked up, probably wouldn't have affected the team a ton. But still, hey, what ifs, right? We love what ifs around here. They're always fun.
True. Down 0-3 right now is Paris. They need a big round right here right now, I think. And nearly just rips the head off of that one player from Denver, but not quite going to be able to find that kill. Dio stays alive at least for somewhat, like a little tiny bit longer. But look at this. We got Moose over here all the way on the north side of the map, just looking out, trying to find these players who are also on the north side, but Bo is going to be the first to fall. K6 also. The top fraggers for both teams get out of the picture early. Oh, that's disastrous. You let your teammate die up there despite the fact that you could see them the whole time.
Oh, but Huvan's got a crazy flank right now. No idea. Complete on the count of 4. Picks up 1. Spots the second. There should be a free. Nah, not so free anymore, but has some team help here. Sinatra 1v2. Would be massive. Doesn't get it. Denver Surrender.
4-0 so far for the Denver Surrender.
Just crazy.
I mean, this is slaughter so far here on Rewind.
Looking good. I mean, this Denver Surrender team having a very good back half of this series, right? Started out, and they didn't even look bad in map 1 and map 2. Really, like map 1 kind of comes back to just like they had a map control problem for sure for a long period of time there. And then map 2 is just a lot of mistakes on the dealership S&D, but that'll happen. Part of it being a newer map, right? These teams might still be learning. But hey, 4-0 right now on the side of Rewind. Can't be mad one bit. But First Blood coming in, K6 once again, 7-4 right now on the map. First Blood Merchant. But the side of Paris Letdowns going to lose 2 players, going to be a 3v2 on the map.
Yeah, and Bo going down immediately as well. I mean, Moose gets first blooded and continuing an unfortunate map for him, but Bo going down just makes things so much worse. And Samaj also down a 1v3, another 1vx situation for Sinatra. He's able to get 1 at least this time. So it's a question of where these last 2 players are. And now you know, at least one of them is near the B-bomb site. You spotted out 1, wins the duel.
Let's heal up this time.
Yeah, just wait, get back, get some health back. You have some time.
Is the worst person to be in a 1v1 with right now.
It absolutely is. K6 has done nothing but be incredible this whole time around.
Is he gonna go for this?
He's just
stunned, but he got no info off of it. The ninja diffuse is coming in. K6 got the teammate was like, hey, we checking bomb. The teammate's like, we checking bomb anytime soon or what? I mean, woo.
It almost worked. It almost worked.
I feel like it should have worked. I know. Someone's spidey sense was tingling on that team because you can see the moment where he sat up and he was like, I'm going to sit right here. And then one of his teammates was kind of like, hey, we not checking the bomb right now? And he was like, all right, my bad.
My fault.
But K6 of all people, the guy pops off nonstop. Glad to see him win that one there. 8-4 right now on a 2 streak. Has 2 first bloods to the name as well on this one. Looking to maybe get another. Shout out Huvan, by the way, also 7-2 right now. Like, phenomenal S&D player. We saw the last time around Huvan, we got like 10 kills or 9 kills in the S&D, something like that, and 4 of them were first bloods. But big first blood coming in for the side of Denver.
I mean, this is brutal. This is a brutal way to end a map that, Oh no. This series was so good. It was so close throughout the whole thing. And now, out of nowhere, a 6-0 to end it all. Unless Moose can pull off the greatest 1v4
it's tough. Yeah, he's getting
of all time, but it's not going to happen. The Denver Surrender have just pulled off a reverse sweep, finishing it in an insanely dominant map 5.
K6. I mean, I tell you, K6 out here like MVP who? You said who was the MVP? Did you say it was the MVP? I mean, guy locked it up. Shout out K6, MVP of the series.